All right, Bassett. So I finally got this FreedomSoft thing updated. I built some new campaigns, put in new realtors. Here's the numbers that I put in, or the number of leads. So it should keep you busy for a while. But before we get going on, I've already set up the broadcast right here. So before you get going too much on this, I really just want to make sure that we get the workflow down right. So I've talked about this before. We've done a little bit of training on this. I don't feel like we quite got there as far as you handling the majority of the responses, but maybe you did. Maybe it's been a while since they did it. So I just want to start off slow, make sure maybe tomorrow just send out like 120 out of this one or 150 whatever out of this one, and so out of the Realtor 1.1, that's the one that has the most in it. So just send out 150 there, and then go into the responses. I did change up this a little bit to make it flow a little bit easier for you. But it's pretty simple. You did this last time, so we're texting out the campaign, and then you go into the text responses, which is right here. And then the first thing you're doing, number three, you're clearing out all the junk. So the stops, unsubscribes, piss offs, you know, people that are just not responding in a positive manner. Let's just get rid of them, right? So then next is here's the list of responses. So any of these type of responses, I want you to respond with with this message, right? So if it's a nope, no, nothing right now, I'll keep you in mind. Let's text them back this response. How much is your referral fee? Actually, I'm going to change that because the message now I'm just going to go at them with keep all the commission. Not we're not going to do a referral fee anymore. So now the message is different. So I'm actually going to change that a little bit because a lot of the responses were, hey, I get a commission. Why do I want your stupid referral fees? So let's I change that up a little bit. What are you looking for? Anything in the front range? I don't know why that's capitalized. Front range. Actually, let's do this. And then not in the MLS. Can I add you to my list? Great. Put in my email. Are you a net worth or a New Western? Sorry, my dyslexia is kicking in there. So no, I'm with Brokers Guild. I'm an agent. Where did you get my number? From one of your listings, do you have any off-market deals? Trying to redirect them back to really what we're looking for. And do you wholesale? Yes. So this is, do you wholesale as far as will you sell me property? So yes, let's direct them to my website. So once you go through those responses, as of right now, tomorrow, normally you just clear it, right? Just clear those responses so we're not looking at them anymore. But tomorrow, let me see if you're doing this. So don't clear them tomorrow. So I just want to check to do that. And then I'll read through them and I'll shoot you another video, make sure that we're on the same page with the responses. And again, I apologize if you've already done this. It was such a blur, 4 months ago or so when you're really handling this. I just felt like we never quite got to this. So once you go through the responses, then you go to number 5. Here's your remaining text messages. So you cleared out all the no's, get lost, all those, and then you cleared out the kind of the basic responses that we get. And then the remaining text messages, those are kind of getting more down into the meat of our efforts, right? So this is getting to stuff that we might actually have some leads with. So start going through these, and if they responded back they have a property, here's the process, right? Ask for price. We change that up a little bit. We ask for price first. It's working really, really well. They tend to send that price over right away. Then we ask for the address. Before we're asking for address, and then I'm asking for price, and then they didn't want to give me price anymore. They wanted me to tell them the price, and I don't want to do that. I want them to tell me the price. So they tell that's been working really well. And so what they're thinking in their mind is, that he needs to know if this is even a price range that he's interested in. So they send me a price. And then once we get the price, we'll ask for the address, right here. So you can copy and paste these. Uh, Actually, yeah, you can copy and paste these responses right here. So boom, I'm actually gonna make that a little more obvious that these are responses. So you can use those responses. And then once you have address, you have price, then you have all the information you need to go in and do just like you do every day when you farm the MLS. Determine the ARV and figure out an offer price and see if we're pretty close to one another, if we're close to what they're asking for or not. And then load everything into attachments, which we've already done that. You've done that, but I can go over that again if you need to. Put the ARV, our offer price, and asking price in notes, and label a lead. If it's close, right? If it's not close, you can just leave it there, and I'll deal with it for now. But anyways, I want to make sure we get this going in the right direction this time around. And again, you probably were doing it pretty well last time. I want to make sure we're doing it spot on before we really ramp this up, because my next step, well, first of all, I want to make sure that you're handling a lot of these responses, because if I'm sitting here trying to handle a bunch of these responses, I'm going to really struggle to add more lead sources into this program, which is where I want my time to be. So I want to be adding lead sources in. And you're handling a lot of the responses and really narrowing down to leads, and then I can work leads. I can sell those properties that we're getting in contract. So you kind of see the flow that I'm trying to get after here is you help me really narrow down to actual good leads in this system, and then I can kind of run from there, get them under contract and so on. So hopefully all that makes sense. So I'm going to send you a link for this. You should be already on it. I'll send you a link for it anyways. And on a different note, it looks like Albert's coming back around. It looks like they're going to take the price drop that I asked for. So we should be able to get that one sold at that price. So that's good news. So anyways, hope you're doing well. And I know Afghanistan over there. I'm not sure where you're at, Pakistan or I gotta double check that, but hopefully you're not in Afghanistan right now. I've heard that's just a complete mess right now. Yeah, I'm curious how the rest of the Middle East is shaking out with everything that's going on over there. If you guys even feel much of effect of that at all, but really sounds like a mess. So I hope you're doing well, and we'll get this going.